got an announcement I want to make public. There's a goal I'm chasing. I'm hoping to get it done sooner than later, at least by like October if possible, which it's not looking good. Right now I'm sitting at 193 first place overall wins between road, trail, OCR, and different races that I've done out of the, roughly 510 races that I've ran. I'm trying to hit 200 total, and then I plan to back off a lot from racing every weekend, 2 or 3 times, or just racing in general. For a while now, it hasn't really been as fun as it used to. It's fun seeing people, hanging out with people. I do enjoy that aspect of it, but gearing up for a race, preparing myself for a race, and then pushing myself, it became more of a chore, more like a job per se than actual enjoyment. Because I used to really enjoy like the prep work, the actual racing and the nuances of racing. I still do sometimes, but not nearly as much, depending on the race and competition, as compared to what I used to. So I definitely want to reach this goal so I could pull back and actually start enjoying races and picking and choosing fun races instead of, there's a lot of like bland races out there that just really aren't as fun or fun to me, like flat city courses that you run around town. They're not my cup of tea, even though sometimes they might be like my friends' races or for good causes that I like to support. I don't enjoy them as much as getting out like on the country roads or running through dirt trail. So I'm going to try to hit 200, get it done as soon as possible so I could race less and start enjoying life more in general, because there's other goals besides running that I want to focus on. And just being able to go out and do things like on a Friday night, Saturday night, not have to worry about staying up late, missing sleep, the race in the morning, or eating certain foods so I know my body functions a certain way. Even though that's part of being healthy and living a healthier lifestyle, I just want to, not have to work and pick and choose so much like what I do and free up some more time, because I enjoy going to different races that I've never done before, and exploring new races. And I've pretty much exhausted most of those avenues because a lot of them fall on the same day. But it's just not fun for me to drive 2.5 hours, for like a 5K anymore that I want to do. Because I'm wasting 5 hours of drive time for, like 20 minutes of enjoyment if I'm even if I enjoy like that race in particular. Racing is just taking up too much time. You might say, well, just do it now. Well, I set a goal to hit 200. It was either beginning of last year or, the end of like 2021. I was like over 100. I was like, I can do this in like 5-6 years, win 5 a year, 10 a year. It'll take me, 5 years to get this goal. And then last year I ended up winning, I got lucky and won like 46 races. So it put me at 108, whatever my total was beforehand, it put me at 180, I think, or 181, somewhere in that range, like coming into this year. And I was like, oh, I guess it's within range of getting done this year, and I've won like 10 to 13 already this year, because I'm sitting at 193 right now. So I think I won 13 this year, so I was at 180 at the end. I was like, well, shit, because now it's within reach. So there's no point in me stopping or slowing down and just trying to go for this and bang it out, so I can actually enjoy, maybe some fall races that are farther away and longer than I want to do. Save some money as well at the same time. Racing all the time, 25, 35 bucks for these 5Ks now really eats into your savings account. It does add up, especially if you want to do some longer stuff that costs more. It really starts hurting the bank account. And I'd rather pick and choose fun races and like bucket list races now than the same old like boring 5 or 10K that I've done 6 or 7 years in a row. Even though it might be a friend's race or a race I support, I just got to start thinking more of me and other things I want to do in life. I don't want to just stop now and then like let it fall in my hands in like 2 years, because mentally it'll just take a toll that I'm just not getting it done. I never set out to hit 200 when I started running, but it just gradually came to me. And like I said, is the other year when I just decided, hey, I'm going to go for that goal. I'm not going to just quit it when it's achievable. It might, even though it might take me a year or two to get it, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it only takes me like 6 months or less, so like it mentally doesn't screw with me a bunch. It puts pressure on me, because I can feel the pressure I put on myself now to try to get it done as quickly as possible, so I can enjoy some of the longer stuff that I have planned and other things I have planned on late summer and fall races, like my 100s that I got coming up, some other like 100Ks or 50Ks that I want to do. But I'm not going to go out there and just pick and choose these small races where I know I can walk away with stuff, because that's also a lot less fun in general for me. Because let's just say I go and I do a 5K and I finish in like 18 minutes, next person's 25. Like, that's not fun for me either. I like to have some competition, to be competitive, so I actually enjoy the race. So I'm not going to go drive 4 hours for a 5K with 10 people that show up just so I can win. I'm going to do my normal races that I do, and then try to find a couple that look interesting that I haven't done yet in the meantime, just to try to mix it up a little bit. I mean, it might sound selfish that I'm going for 200 wins, and some people might never get to enjoy like an overall victory, but I was blessed with the opportunity and ability and just enough speed that I'm able to do something like that. And I think it would be one hell of an accomplishment to say I've been able to do it. It just wearing me down racing all the time. Not that I'm getting older, because I can still recover like a champ. It just, like I said, there's other things I want to do in life, and do some other races outside of the area that are just going to cost more money. So it's one or the other. I can still bang out 80, 95 Ks, or half up to like half marathons a year if I want, or I could pull back and do like 20 a year, then do 10, 50 Ks out of the area or something like that. I can't do both anymore. If I want to, have money down the road or start a family or anything like that, or even with work, it just becomes so much of a pain in the butt. So I want to get this done. I wanted to make the announcement. That's what I'm going for. Some people are going to be like, oh, you're a dick for going for it. But, you know, if they had the opportunity, they would. And I just think it would be a nice accomplishment that say I've achieved in life. Because, like, how many people, the way I look at it is how many people have won 200 football games in their career, baseball games, softball games, you know, whatever the sport may be, like hockey, or even if you're just coaching. Like, to me, that's like a good milestone to say you've done in your life. Because that right there's like 99% of the people will never get to say they've won like 200. And I don't take it for granted. If you know me at all, I do work hard for the little ability that I am actually blessed with. When I say that is because, you know, I might be able to do like a low 17 5K or, you know, or an 18 on average. But there's a lot more people out there that are blessed with greater ability on road and trail races. They just like smoke me because they can do like 15-minute or 16-minute 5Ks, which is awesome. So more often than not, I probably get luckier in the wins that I do have, as opposed to like straight skill. Maybe it's just my experience, which I does play a big part as well. But and I don't try to like duck people, and I don't really pick and choose which race I'm going to do just because I can win it. Obviously, I go to different places, and with all the races that I do a year, I wouldn't be able to do that even if I tried to. So, and again, I do, you know, 5Ks, 10Ks, halves, marathons, 50Ks, 100Ks, 100 milers. So like I do a wide spectrum of races, even like OCR races, or I've done ruck things, duathlons. So I've been blessed to be able to be competitive in all these different, I don't know, disciplines, I guess is the word to use. And I just would like to focus on more like A races and enjoy things more, getting into more like volunteering at races, putting on some more races, because I do enjoy that. And then maybe if I pull back a little bit more and do less races, I will actually start to enjoy it more again, and enjoy like the prep work, and being able to work as hard. Because even right now, doing a race a weekend, and usually like a 5K is my speed work for that week. I bank off of that speed work for like the next 5K, and then I do like long, like 20-mile days each week just to stay fit for my longer races. But I can never really focus on one, nor do I want to focus on like one specific distance. But I would like to hone my training a little bit, you know, and actually like go for a certain time. Because right now I can't train for specific times with doing so many races. I just sort of have to let things fall into place as where they happen. So like if I want to go do a marathon and like try to PR in a marathon, the way my schedule's set up in training, I can't try to drop down and do like a faster marathon time, because then it'll take away from my ability to do and compete in like a 5K or 50K. So it'd be nice to actually like do some more training blocks where I could, you know, maybe shoot for like a quicker marathon, or train a little bit harder on some elevation so I could be a little bit more competitive at like a really good 50K distance race. So we'll see how that goes. Those are things that I would like to do. Maybe try some more different oddball things, like some tries and some Ironmans. You know, those things interest me as well. Maybe getting back into obstacle course racing a little bit. I really enjoyed those, but I haven't really done any in 2 years. because to train and do anything like that would again take away from running, and it just sort of mentally takes a toll on me because, as I don't know if you saw a video, I talked about it before, is I'm a little bit weird on my prepping. A psychologist would probably say there's a lot of things wrong with me, which I wouldn't disagree. I know there is, but like mentally, I'll get to that. But well, generally on the weekends I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep the night before a race, just because I can't fall asleep in time, the night before a race, because I don't want to sit at home at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday or Saturday. I'd rather go out and do something like go to a movie or a festival or whatever might be happening in the area. So then I don't get home to like 12 o'clock at night, and then I'm still trying to get up at 5, 6 in the morning and go race. So I don't get as much sleep on the weekends as I should, and then I pay for it all week. So I get less sleep, and then in the morning I'll have like a breakfast sandwich, drink some of my green tea. Then on the way to the race I drink a Body Armor. But on the way to the race I put myself through a very weird emotional state. I'll listen to some songs. Then I can like sort of sing to, first off, get my like vocal cords in my throat like loosened up for racing so I can breathe a little bit easier. And then I get into these like emotional songs that make me sad, get my emotions going, like almost to the point like where I can tear up a lot before a race. And then I start putting on like, for some reason when I do this, it sort of like lowers my body for like other things to happen. I don't want to say lowers my immune system, but it just lowers my mind state where I'm able to influence a little bit better if I make it sad and like emotional. So then I put on like my go-to songs like for like from rap and rock and stuff like that, and it gets my blood flowing, my adrenaline flowing, and then I'll start getting huge ass goosebumps all over my body. I can feel the adrenaline and testosterone just flowing through my veins and my muscles, and that's when I start getting into like the race mindset. I can feel it like literally, like the adrenaline like just flowing through my muscles, and then I know when that happens and I get the goosebumps before a race, I'm primed and I know I'm gonna have my like a good race, like maybe not like my best race, but I'm gonna have like B plus into the A range at least once I get those goosebumps going. So I really piss with my emotions a lot before a race. I just think that just drains me so much, mentally and physically, and then like my glands are probably shot, like my testosterone and my adrenaline glands are probably about done. So that's another reason, because I just can't be doing that for years upon years. It'll just probably drive me crazy in another 5 or 10. So even if I'm alive that long. So just a toll on my body just to like prep for race day, because I can't just go to a race, like a smaller race, and enjoy it. If it's like a 50K or more, I'm okay with, getting passed, getting beat, and just having fun. But if it's a smaller race, like under that, my competitive nature just doesn't allow me to like get past and take it with a grain of salt, because I know I have the ability to like push a little bit more and do a little bit better, so it just eats at me more. So I have to constantly try, even though I might put myself in a bad situation, So that sort of like brings things into full circle. Why I want to reach this 200 win goal, so I can pull back and see what happens from there. I do not want to achieve it. I just want to get it done and over with. I'm hoping I can get it done by September, but I would have to get more lucky than anything to get it done with my schedule that I have with all the ultras and harder 5Ks. Now that I told people, I'll have a bunch of people shooting for me and coming at me, trying to race me so I don't get it. So it might take me a year or two to do it, but right now that's my plan. I don't know. I just thought I'd like to share and tell people what's going on, so they can either support me, hate me, or come at me for setting the goal. I mean, I'll miss people, hanging out with people, talking with people at races all the time, and meeting new people, but I just think it's time for me to step back and do some other things, maybe bigger things, and enjoy life more. So I don't know. I guess I just feel lucky that I'm able to do that, and I'm able to race as much, because there's so many people that wish they could do the things that I'm able to do, but they're just unable, whether it's physically or mentally, which is a shame, because I think everybody should be able to enjoy just running, even or having the ability to be able to go outside and walk down the street without any pain or issues or medical devices that helps them along. It's just a shame that so many people never get to be able to enjoy that. So I don't take running for granted and what I've been blessed, the little ability that I've been blessed with, because again, there's so many people out there so much better than me that don't race as much. They just like smoke me whenever they show up, but I am grateful for being able to achieve what I've been able to, across all the different disciplines that I've tried over the years. And I can honestly say I can probably remember something from every race that I've gone to. So I've made a lot of memories, made a lot of friends, experienced a lot of things, learned a lot of things that I would never expect. So I guess that's about it for this, but that's my announcement that I'm going for 200. I'm at 193 right now, and then hopefully it gets done sooner or later. Then you'll not see me as much on the race scene, but maybe behind the scenes more and doing more things in life in general that hopefully will be more fun. So again, support me, hate me, come at me for it. Either way, I know you're all out there.